I got kind of a reputation where people say that if TstreeT picks a fighter to win, then you should pick the other fighter, because TstreeT don't be knowing what he be talking about. And he be like jinxing and cursing fighters. So I'm going to say this. I do not think that Rocky Felding can beat Canelo. But his power and size must be respected. Here, let's go look at a bit of this. I'll be right back. Let's do it like this. Let's look at a bit of this. And somebody earlier said in the chat that he fights similar to Liam Smith. Well, at one point in time, weren't they both under Joe Gallagher? Right now, he's under Jamie Moore, who also trains Carl Frampton, who's going to be fighting on December the 22nd against Josh Warrington, a fight that I feel so horrible I've been completely neglecting. So, let's talk about it. First, this is what we're doing. The Horn versus Mundane final press conference is in 6 hours. 4 hours, 5 hours. We're going to be streaming that. Long story. Obviously, I got to find it first. But yo, don't throw me off topic, man. Don't throw me off topic, man. We got a schedule we have to follow. So, I'll start right here. This is a good place to start. Now, the biggest concern I have for Canelo at 168 pounds is, will his power carry up? Because, for example, Rocky Felding, even though he was knocked out in the first round by Conor Smith, and what at that point in time was a the biggest domestic level fight for both of those fighters at 168 pounds. Eventually, both went on to win titles. Of course, Conor Smith, as he should, has the WBA super title, the one above the title that Canelo's fighting for. So, of course, the storyline is people saying, well, Canelo's just testing the waters, dipping his toe, you know, to see how, you know, the temperature's at 168 pounds. People don't feel he's really going to stay there, but depending on how he does at 168 pounds, he may. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Now, obviously, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but my opinion is this: Miguel Cotto's power, in my opinion, never really carried up to world-class level at 154 pounds. Yeah, okay, you know, he'd beat guys like Daniel Gill, knocked those guys out. He was fat. Who the other guy? Edwin Rodriguez, right? It was Edwin Rodriguez. It wasn't Edwin Rodriguez. Edwin Rodriguez fights at 175. What was the guy he had beat up in New York? I forgot that guy's name. But my question is this. The point, before I get off track, the point I'm trying to make is, I wonder if Canelo's power at world class carried up to 160 pounds. Now, of course, people are going to say, that, well, look at Golovkin's face when he fought him in the first and second fight. Golovkin's face was already, you know, he's always been one of those fighters, especially with the high cheekbones. He would scar up easily. Look what happened. Delvin Rodriguez. Look what happened when he had fought Gabriel Rosado. Okay, I guess the point I'm trying to make is Rocky Felding's best chance to win, he should use the tank offense, right? Relentless, come straight forward pressure, right? Get Canelo moving around. Now, Canelo, as we've seen with the Golovkin second fight, he will try to exert his dominance and keep the fight in the middle of the ring to show, look, I belong here. You're not going to bully me, and you're not going to get me running around. But what if Rocky what if he uses the tactic of, okay, well, I have you in the middle of the ring, but just you know, pushing back. Even though the referee may not agree with it, pushing back. He's not going to win against Canelo on the cards. So he's got to go out there and try to dominate. However, he leaves his body open a lot. But will connect, you know what they say, the perfectly timed liver shot. He's about 6'3". Him and Conor Smith are they're two tall 168 pounders. Both can fight at 175. This is how he stopped and won the title, Tyrone Zeuge.
It's a go that he would fancy getting in with field.
So he's just, at this point in time, he's just walking through him.
Himself, he has dropped down to super middleweight in the last year or so, but here's the finale. Left uppercut, clubbing left uppercut. There was one before that started it all off, and then the left to the body.
Well, he had him well under the cosh. He was already very much under retreat. He'd hurt him to the head. He was looking to fire back there, but he was in trouble, and there was that body shot right behind.
Also, he could freeze. That's a very, very good point. He could freeze. He could very, very well freeze on the big stage. For example, look how he was at the press conference. Did you notice he wore the same jeans 2 days straight? He wore the same denim 2 days straight. I noticed. Tstreet's a recluse. Tstreet wears the same denim sometimes 2 days straight. It's not healthy. So, you know, can't be doing that. He could freeze up. But Canelo is listed at 5'9" or so at on BoxRec. Canelo's about 5'7". Canelo is about 5'7". He's about 5'7". He's about 5'7". These motherfuckers are not dickheads. These trainers are not stupid. They know they're going to be fucking going straight to the body on Rocky. They're going to be going to the body on him. And Jamie Moore, they got to know, like, yeah, you know, be careful of those body shots because the perfectly timed liver shot will put anybody down. Right? Yeah, he forgot his denim. It's like you in New York, bro. How you could go get no new denim? I should pull it up, but you know, I should expose him. But you know, we could just go pull the motherfucking footage up. But we go, you know, we chilling. But the point is, he can't go out there and try to box and keep that shit in the middle of the ring on some Chavez Jr. shit. He gonna get beat the fuck up no matter how big he is. He's got to go straight out there and be like, yeah, welcome to the motherfucking 168, you little motherfucker. That's got to be the mentality up here. I'm not saying go out there and disrespect Canelo, but up here, he's got to have that mentality, right? Go out there, you know, like even if he get fucked up. Liam Smith, you know, he had a little bit of it. He had it, but he wasn't big enough. He wasn't strong enough. However, Canelo could not give a fuck, go out there, get the title, and just move around. You know, because he's gonna be running circles around this guy, Rocky. So it's a very, very intriguing fight because of that. We don't know, you know. So I understand when people say, hey, man, Canelo fighting for the underling title because he really don't want to test himself against Conor Smith. I can see it. I understand the politics and the storyline behind it. He's dipping his toe into the deep end. He's dipping his toe in. He's dipping his toe in, and right now he's like, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Gilberto Ramirez, people have been bringing him up for the longest. He's moving to 175. After he fights Jesse Hart, win or lose, he's moving to 175. He's having extreme issues. Trust me, I know. He's having extreme issues at that weight. But however, it's crazy that the bigger money is at 168 pounds because Canelo there. Look at Dimitri Bivol. He like, look, I'll go down to motherfucking 168. We in there. And 175 guys, they're at a point where they're at 175. The biggest jump is 200 pounds. The 200 pounds is a 25-pound limit. So they'd rather go down for the paydays than to go up. You know? I think Rocky has the chance. Obviously, every boxer has a chance. But if he goes out there and try to box, you know, then he's just going to get beat up. He's going to get schooled. He's got to go out there and be a bully. He's got to go out there and use the mentality. He already lost to Zerda. We know that already, man. It's a rematch. What are you talking about? Actually, if you watch the fight, we're not talking about Gilberto Ramirez versus Jesse Hart. We got to talk about that later on. All right? We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about Canelo versus... Yo, y'all can't stay on track. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is we know what the outcome should be. But we got to give fighters chance. You know, shit be happening. Exactly. Fielding's got to show Canelo no respect. He's got to go straight for him. What's the biggest size difference fight you can think of? What kind of crazy question is that? That question's all over the place, bro. So, the undercard is going to be David Lemieux versus Toriano Johnson. I don't know what's going on with that. Because Canelo, David Lemieux is the WBA mandatory for Canelo at 160. But Top Rank just signed up Rob Brandt. Rest assured, they're going to be going to the WBA like, yo, like since you already named Lemieux the champion, I'm at the mandatory after that, we want next. And then it's going to be a purse bid situation where Canelo's going to have to drop his title in ESPN. The Rob Brandt signing was a very big political move. And if Rob Brandt plays his cards right, he can get a very big payday.